Native Hawaiian Homelands is getting a large grant from the Biden-Harris administration to help expand internet access and digital literacy. A news conference just wrapped up. Our Dylan Ancheta joins us now with a recap. Dylan.
Thank you so much, Ashley. This grant totals $72 million, and that money will be used to bring high-speed internet access to some of the most rural communities across the island chain, like communities on Molokai, for example. Now, new infrastructure will come from the funds. To break it down, officials said more than $26 million will go to deploying fiber optic lines to Hawaiian homestead communities. Nearly $15.5 million will be invested to build community digital innovation centers for workforce development and digital literacy courses. By increasing access to high-speed internet, leaders are hopeful communities can see new benefits like access to online medical care, career and job opportunities, and new opportunities for education.
Coming out of the struggles of the pandemic, we realize connectivity and reliable internet is not just something that is nice to have, but it's a necessity, whether it is for online learning, whether it is for opportunity from work from home. But in rural communities, even healthcare access depends on reliable internet.
The project goes beyond merely laying fiber to the homes. It's about connecting people, closing gaps, and opening new doors for opportunity for indigenous communities. For too long, indigenous communities have been on the wrong side of the digital divide.
Towers will also be managed to ensure connection remains, and the DHHL also hopes to create new positions to better serve the community in understanding the transition to this new technology. Now, this funding is all a part of a $3 billion federal program that aims to serve indigenous communities throughout the country under the Biden-Harris administration's Internet for All initiative. Dylan Ancheta, Hawaii News Now.
Thank you, Dylan.